But like my man PBO says, what them paychecks looking like though? When it's time to go cash them paychecks, what they looking like though? I don't want to be an entrepreneur. I want to work a W-2 job and have side income coming in with rentals. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's not made to be a full-blown entrepreneur. Everybody's not made to be a side business entrepreneur like I am. Some of you can take your income from your job, assuming you make a pretty decent income and you don't have any crazy, outrageous bills that just never go away. Some of y'all might have disposable income where you can take it and invest it into rentals and make money off that. You can take it and invest it into somebody else's business that's getting started and be like a silent business partner. You can take it and invest into the stock market. There's just so many things you can do where you can derive multiple streams of income that doesn't necessarily require you to become a full-blown entrepreneur. It's just really a matter of what works best for you. And don't let people shame you because you have a W-2. Like I say, there are probably way more W-2 employees out there making more money than full-blown entrepreneurs. The only thing that the entrepreneur has over the W-2 employee is they can say, I'm the boss. But what does that really mean in the context of being a business owner if your business isn't making hundreds into the millions of dollars a year? Because, people like to get online. Oh, I got an LLC. I'm a boss. They ain't even got one employee. The reality is most people who talk like that, all they have done is created a job for themselves. Like there's a difference between being, this is how I see it. There's a difference between being a business owner and then somebody who has created a job for themselves. A business owner, in my eyes, this is somebody who actually has employees that he has to pay, that are on the payroll, that work for him full time. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody who has their own business, but they're the only employee, you've just created a job for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that either, because you can make a lot of money doing that. But I just think we have to be clear about these terms, because with the person who created a job for themselves, guess what? You're probably going to be working way harder than you were working for somebody who you were an employee of. Because now, like I say, you can go to work as an employee, clock in, do your 8 hours, spend about 2 hours BSing, hanging out at the water cooler, taking extra long breaks and all that crap. You still getting paid what you getting paid. You can't do that as a person who's created a job for themselves. You got to be hopping and popping, working and working, because your income is 100% dependent upon your actions. So yeah, you control your time. You're the boss, but can you afford to take a week off from work and go on a cruise? I can. As a W-2 employee, I could take a week or two off from my job, put my time in, my PTO in, and hop my ass on a cruise ship and be in the Caribbean, sipping Bahama Mamas. The person who created a job for themselves, can you do that? A lot of small business owners, i.e. those who have created jobs for themselves, they're not in a financial position to do that, where they have to work damn near 365 because they take 1 or 2 days off. They ain't got no sales coming in. That's just the reality for most people. But I'm not saying that either one is better or worse than the other. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of the shaming of either one. I think employees are good for certain people. Entrepreneurship is good for certain people. And then there are certain people that blend the two together. I'm one of the people that like to blend the two together. But even if you're an employee, there are ways you can derive additional incomes that doesn't necessarily require you to be an entrepreneur. That's all I'm saying. That's right. My check is not boring. That's another thing. IT, cybersecurity, like I say, when you go to your job, chances are you're going to be going into a building. If you work in a network operations center or a security operations center, you're going to be going into a building where you got to be badged in or punch a code into the door, get into the room. There's going to be a couple cubicles in there. There's going to be some 60-inch, 70-inch screen monitors hanging on the wall somewhere, looking at whatever the hell it is y'all are looking at. You're going to have to open up your computer, have a couple systems up, a ticketing system for whatever tickets come in at your level that you got to deal with, your SIEM system, your security event management system, whatever the hell it is y'all are using. Then you're probably going to have another monitor up where you're surfing the internet, doing some BS, watching YouTube videos or something like that. You're going to be sitting at your desk, sitting around waiting for an alert to come in. After you do all your reports, do all your checks, your hourly checks, however long you got to do your checks, do your meetings, you'll be sitting around, man. Yeah, that stuff can be a very dry and boring. But like my man PBO says, what them paychecks looking like though? When it's time to go cash them paychecks, what they looking like though? You could be making $12 an hour working at Walmart, bagging up people's stuff, chasing people in the parking lot who are trying to steal some stuff, getting into fights. That might be exciting to you. Every time I watch one of them Walmart videos where people getting into a fight and stuff, I'd be like, man, that was exciting to watch. I don't necessarily really think I want to be working there doing that. And I'm pretty sure their paychecks, no shade to people who work at Walmart, because you got to do what you got to do. But I'm pretty sure those that make those, that are in those Walmart videos that we see, I'm pretty sure they paychecks ain't hitting like somebody who, like a PBO, what he can go do with his paychecks, what I can go do with mine. So yes, the job might be boring. You don't have to have an exciting job to make a lot of money. You just need to get a job that you're good at because you're good at that skill set and people are going to pay you a lot of money to do it. That's what you should be doing. Now, if you can find a way to blend you're passionate about and you've mastered it and get people to pay you a lot of money to do it, more power to you. But most people can't do that. You know, you got professional athletes. They can do it. They've been playing sports since they were like 5 years old. Now they're in the NBA, in the NFL, doing something that they love, making a lot of money and, you know, and working real hard and living out their fantasy. I know a couple people that went to the pro that did just that. The majority of us, we got to pick and choose. Like, what are we going to do here? We got three things to pick from. We got pursuing our passion, learning a skill set / making money. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out a way to blend at least two of those together to get it booming in life. And most of us, we're going to have to pick something that we've got a skill set in that makes us a lot of money, but it's not necessarily our passion, because oftentimes our passion, what we're interested in, for most of us, it doesn't pay a lot of money, or we haven't figured out how to make a lot of money doing it. And we ain't got the time to trying to figure out how to make a lot of money doing it. But we know we learned this right here, this so-called boring skill set over here. We know this boring skill set will put some money in our pocket damn near immediately. So that's just kind of how it works in the real world and the adult world. Just keep that in mind. Shout out to Cloud with TJ. Them cloud engineer checks is never born. I bet you they are never born. That's right. Thank you. Your teaching style helped you pass. Shout out to you. Do you still do live classes, or are you working on changing it up? So I'm changing it up. So I was doing live classes, live instruction. There's some issues that go on with that method of teaching. Not really from my end, but you know, there's part of it is my fault, but whatever. I'm redoing how I'm going to change it up. That's why I haven't been promoting running a boot camp, running this, running that. Man, I'm doing one right now. I'm finishing it off for the students that already signed up. But moving forward, we're going to be changing that up, because I'm constantly trying to not reinvent the wheel, but make adjustments to how I can make this better and make it more fluid and just a better overall learning experience for people who choose to give me some money so I can teach them how to the necessary stuff that they need to learn so they can get these certifications and, you know, hopefully go out there and get them a decent job. So I'm going to be changing it up. Like I say, I'm working on it now. Once I finish it up, then I'll come on here and give my speech, or I'll put it on my website. And then, you know, for those of y'all who are interested, we'll rock out from there. But remember, I'm just a one-man band. I don't have any help doing this. It's just me. I don't have any coworkers helping me with this. I don't have any contractors. It's just me. I go to work. I turn into an Uber for my kids when I'm running them back and forth with their activities. And I got to go tend to, you know, hanging out with the wife, doing all the things, you know, we got to do as a married couple and all that stuff. And then after that, whatever time I have left over is the time that I can dedicate towards working on my course. And those courses take a lot of damn time, especially when you're a solo dolo individual doing this. So that's why it takes me forever, because I don't have a team.